Basically what it is
What was
like...
that? Keep playing that. Keep playing those chords. And then down.
So the phrase behind it is a boy becomes a man.
Mm-hmm.
So the song has to tell a like coming of age story, basically. Not lyrically, but musically.
The breakdown. No, it's calm. I can just like crop in. It's not really that deep. This is the beat.
You.
Firstly, I'm gonna make sure that you don't look like you're like a ghost.
That's for the project.
This is the BTS for the project.
Yeah, today we're cooking up. I think we got coming through. I think we got Jay-Z coming through. Ed Sheeran. Yeah. So what's the BPM you're looking for, vibes, Nick?
Or are you just trying to like sample the...
Yeah. I'm gonna do like an effect or something just to get it started.
Alex is doing the song which comes after Vincent's, because I realized I didn't record any of the explanation as to what the is happening. The first song, so the intro would be a boy comes back a man, and then the second song he's a man, right? So like it's not necessarily like a boy comes, like he could have left when he's 20 and come back when he's 30, but the idea is that he's left
just
at
changed, like
like there's
more
been
than ages of our experience.
Yeah, for example, like let's say he did what we did, right? Like let's say he graduated high school and then he's gone to uni, maybe like got a job, and now he's back home. You know what I mean? Yeah, so basically what I want to do is like, so the outro is he realizes his only choice is to leave, his satisfaction and purpose isn't here, he leaves only having learned one thing, his solution is no longer here, and this is no longer his home. And like the reference song that I had for it was off of Flume's newest mixtape, but I don't know. Did you listen to that?
What's the song?
Spoke to Aliens, because it has this like weird intro with all this like vocal like audio sampling or whatever the fuck it is, and then like this drum pattern comes in later, and it feels like almost like someone's running, and I like that idea.
If we're gonna mess around with vocal content, we should have something that's a lot more fragile, because you know, coming of age, especially as a bloke, is like you grow up with so much of this like man up and all this stuff, and you know you almost have to like shake that off to become your own person. So I think instead of having like a vocal that's quite stuttery and quite sharp like that, we should have something a lot more like breathy and a lot more calm. Imagine like the Circle, Bon Iver. Anything off that album, something that feels warm and low, but still a little bit like, you know, there's still knacks in the class. All right, let me try something. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose the whole story is sort of like the intro is a boy who comes back a man. The song after is him like walking through his hometown, like he's leaving as a boy his hometown and coming back a man to his hometown. And like the song after is him like just walking through, sort of just like observing, hearing the sounds, looking at the things, like etc. And then after that, it's like he meets someone who reminds him of him as a boy. So like it could be like his first love, it could be like an old best friend, it could be like a teacher or something.
Yeah.
And then like after that, like he hangs out with this person, whatever they are, and he sees himself becoming like turning back into that boy.
Yeah.
And he sort of realizes like, fuck, like I can't do this, like I need to leave. Like I need to get out of here. Like this place is no longer positive for me. All it does is bring me back.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't allow me to grow. And so, and then the last song is sort of just him leaving the hometown. Like basically all he's learned is that like he shouldn't come back here anymore.
So you are writing the intro for this story, basically.
Cool. Okay. Do you think if we're just using the mic, can we switch to my interface?
Yeah.
Is that cool? You don't mind just swapping the cables real quick?
I just feel like running through like a forest,
Something like,
or, like running.
Something more roched on the drums.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, the first like directive you gave me was that it was going to be a scene where you're like walking in a forest or something. So I kind of immediately just thought of something like kind of like lo-fi and like chill. Like that's kind of shit I'd be listening to if I was like walking through a forest. So just got this nice little sample here. I think it's mostly just that song, and then I have another section here where it's reversed. Kind of gives it a more like nostalgic vibe, like reversed like that.
Yeah.
Just like a little chop here for the transition. Then just like for the drums, just classic kick, snare. I got 2 snares, with one of them being layered on every other time. I got 3 snares actually. Hi-hat and a little percussion there.
Yeah, I mean, I think like sort of the directive was like very just like rhythmic, just repetitive, I guess. Was sort of the idea.
Yeah. One thing when I was making this though is like with usually for hip hop, like you got like someone rapping or something over it, and that's like a lot like the meat of what you're listening to. So if you just like got like a hip hop beat like on its own, it can get like kind of boring. So I put in like a shit ton of just like little like just like random sounds to
like little perks,
just make it more interesting. Like I got like a little like vocal sample there. I got like these little like vocal runs here. I got these playing throughout the song. And then the second part that had some variation, I think I layered them. Yeah, I got them layered up here like an octave up. I fuck with the sound a lot. I got these little just like these just like little like tongue click sounds.
Yeah.
If I just play like the rest of it, like they're not very loud, but it just has like a little bit of ear candy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like little like weird sounding sounds like that in my shit, because it just makes it like it just like grabs your attention a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
So more interesting. Random sounds and shit. I got just down in the eye is really quiet. I don't even know if you can hear it. It's just like more like ear candy.
Yeah.
Just like little
like reverb.
Sort of like a little like spacey. Yeah, and then like a little like I don't even know what this is. So all together.
So what's the BPM you're looking for, vibes, Nick? How like are we going slow? Like we're obviously not going like fast. So what are you saying?
Something
90, 100?
Yeah, like
110?
I think 100. Like
Around there, vibes?
Yeah, should be good. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Like,
just envision the drums. The drums will give you more of a tempo.
A little slower. Maybe like 90. Yeah, like 95. Yeah, like 95. There. Yeah, that sounds better.
No, beats tend to go for more. But I think
Hundreds.
when helping a producer with the beat, obviously you have more of a stake in it, as opposed to just like making them do everything and then buying it.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that happen with like most of the things that you make? You never just get a beat and you're like, oh, I'll just write vocals and release it.
Yeah,
like, you tend to like
definitely not for Cloud Vincent stuff. I would like, obviously, if I'm just like feeling like freestyle on some like rap beat, then you can kind of just go with whatever. But like as a song that I want to release, it has to be, in my opinion, like a little more than just like finding a beat, being like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me at least, like, there's always like little things you're gonna want to change about a beat,
Even if you hear it and it's really good.
Yeah.
And this is why the beat makers get paid hundreds for beats, because they have to sit through and do this.
That's not enough.
Yeah.
100's not enough for this.
Play your short film at a Sundance Festival. What's the cut? How much we making?
Half.
All right.
I like it. I think that's a good progression. You definitely have to get a part where the drums just drop into like a kick like that with just the guitar.
Maybe just the bass.
Yeah.
How long do you want the song?
I mean, obviously, like nothing longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the project like to be, so it's 5 songs. It's not gonna be 25 minutes. It can be between like maximum 20 would be good.
Yeah.
For the project. Lorenzo's song is about 4. The thing with Maxime is about 2 minutes 30. So if this could be like 3:30 or something.
Yeah, I've been doing shorter now, but I don't mind. I mean,
Yeah.
if we have a bridge and everything in there.
Easy way to create texture. You like put a sample and you create chops, and then just arpeggiate the chops. Basically shuffle through the slides. So like the vocal, the chops. I use a vocal sometimes to create just like a melody line or something. Yeah. Curious, does it pan to like, is there a scene change? Because I'm imagining like a bass line coming in, like a something like that.
Yeah, like every song, like there's gonna be different visuals for each song.
Yeah, yeah,
so
okay.
Yes,
All right.
yeah.
Oh, hang on, wait. I made a mistake. I need to turn the bus off first.
Was having carpets important since you like sometimes record audio? In here?
Oh yeah. I mean, it ended up being useful, but actually, I'd rather have parquet because like it just gets so dirty, bro. Like look at the floor, bro. This is abysmal. It's terrible.
So loud. Yeah. So how many tracks do you tend to have on each
On a project?
Yeah.
Film scores tend to be way more effects and shit.
Yeah.
And I'll have like an isolated track for like maybe one sample. Like
Okay.
last time I did like an assignment. It was like a minute and a half of music. I had like 40 tracks.
But what's like the average, would you say? Like out of all the projects you make,
Like 30.
30?
Between
Okay.
30 and 40. A lot of the time you can get away with mixing more, you can create a more glued mix by if you group instruments together. So like if you have like all percussion under one, doesn't mean you can't have like variety or like different, it's not about necessarily using only 10 instruments. I mean that's also an exercise to do.
Yeah. Is it like organization?
Exactly.
Like just like if you have organization, it's just gonna make the project easier to do, like to work on to.
If you're running, so the way it works is I have these individual tracks, but I've also got buses.
Yeah.
If I have like, which are basically like groups, you filter all these tracks going through one channel, and that's the bus. And then you process them all.
So could you like, so for example, if you're like, oh, like I have 4 tracks under bus 1, I want to add reverb to bus 1, I just put it on.
And then it ends up sounding. It sounds like everything's in the same room. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is like, it can help with like creating like a sense of like
unity.
Yeah. What do you think so
far? I think it sounds sick.
You like it?
Yeah. Cool. I think it's like the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm feeling.
Well, that was fucking terrifying.
Sorry, bro. The calm before the storm, as you say. It's because I fed the delay into the delay, so it just ended up going in loops.
Yeah.
Creating I'm so sorry about that. I apologize.
That was like a horror movie sound.
That was very bad.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the worst delays feedbacks I've ever heard. I'm sorry. Is that on camera? Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit.
It's working with delays is scary because you sometimes hit the feedback knot a bit too much.
For the outro, because that's what we'll start off with, I feel like building up and crescendoing. But for the outro, I feel like him like hitting that realization is sort of like the crescendo. And then him leaving would be like the part that goes into the intro, right?
So just crescendo, then like fading out and
then it goes back into the intro a little bit, yeah. And so like the song that I was thinking for the outro, more of like from a storytelling perspective rather than like the actual what the song sounds like, would be like, I like the idea of like having some like melodic thing like this that stays throughout the whole song for the outro. Like the song almost feels like it's in like 3 acts, like a theater play or something. And like this would be the first act and then it goes back to the riff and it's just him like vocalizing.
So you want me to do something different from them? That's the idea.
Yeah, I suppose like something different. Like I would like it to feel a little different, I suppose. Can you get rid of the higher frequencies that it's hitting? It almost sounds like too happy, I feel. Honestly, yeah, I actually really like this. I see it progressing into that. Like, I can imagine it just starting off with like a headshot or something, and it's just like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
Exactly. What kind of sound do we want now?
What type of sound?
Yeah. Let's just the pad is a bit.
If this is the outro going in, what about something classic, like a violin, or like a cello, or something like that? Yeah, like that sounds so good. So right now we're like building like the foundation for the song almost.
Yeah, like a loop.
Yeah.
In which we can like provide something.
The perks will be like the representation of him having learned stuff, and then we just keep the dun dun dun.
I wouldn't say the bass. The bass
Okay,
is
then
cool.
yeah,
but
I
make
know what I'm saying.
just a pad and.
Yeah, like that would be the intro, I think. So when you guys produce together, like how does it work? What's like the usual dynamic?
I go here, I moan into the mic for a while.
Yeah.
Then we press random keys. Then we decide that we actually have to start working. Yeah, I don't know. It's really random. Depends on the computer. If it's Matt, it's really fast. It's just, oh yeah, I have an idea, and it just throws like a song in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And if it's me, I just sitting there like
Just randomly.
Yeah, synthesizer. Oh, I like this chorus, or like the guitar. Oh, this sounds cool. Then it's like always like, oh, but this sounds something else that already exists. I hate myself.
Yeah.
Ran out of breath there.
When you think of coming of age, what do you think of sonically? Do you know what I mean?
Utmost pain, honestly. Yeah, something very.
How does that sound?
Something very personal, but something very, very fragile, and very like bittersweet. That's the
Yeah,
word.
like yeah.
That's the word.
I almost want to. I think like the idea of nostalgia is also kind of like a little bit coming of age.
Yeah, I mean,
Which I feel like nostalgia is bittersweet, so I suppose you're kind of hitting on it with bittersweet. But in any case.
Because you're anymore.
Kind of vibe you want.
Just get a feel for it. For this, maybe more like natural, drawn out tones would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was gorgeous.
That's figurative. There's something like a space echo. Kind of delay, I think was something good. We wanna keep it like super clean, digital.
Space Echo.
Or something like that. That
Space
kind of
Echo.
deal. It's the old like delay block unit. Like dynamic.
And then got the bass you recorded.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, there's no way,
yeah, I
no
was
way you're
gonna
hearing
say,
that on
there's no way you're hearing that on
laptop
laptop speakers.
No fucking shot.
But you can hear it in the actual song.
So something I like also like something that I think like a reason why I think like having all these like weird little like just like random like perks and sounds like works well with like this kind of shit because like it's definitely more of like a lo-fi vibe and like it's really easy just to like fit in just like a bunch of just like random little like sounds and like ear candy when you're making lo-fi.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I think it also like makes it a little more fun for you, because then like, because then it would just be like after you make the drums, it's just like, oh, like what the hell do I do now?
Yeah, if I just
A
take
little bit.
like
yeah,
if I just like took all this shit out, it would lose like so much character. It's
yeah.
like, Yeah, I also switched up just like for this little part here, because also like this shit like does get repetitive because it's just like an instrumental.
Yeah.
So I just got this little like reverse part where I also like changed up the drums.
Yeah, because I remember asking you, I was like, oh, can I get some variation related to like just the beat in general?
So like drum switch up, so then it just goes right back in. And I think I just got like, yeah, for variation for the second part, I just added like extra layers on the vocals, just because like you don't really need to change much to make like something not boring. You just have to like, it just has to be like different. Just, like adding like a little extra layer to the vocals, it just kind of like takes your brain out of that like default. Because like after like you listen to like this part, and like your brain kind of goes in like default mode if like you're just listening to like the same shit again, especially like without like any like vocals or anything. Anything there's like a little thing like that just kind of like grabs your attention again.
Yeah. Yeah, because your brain's gonna like contrast the differences, be like,
like,
oh yeah, their vocals are a bit
like
different.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, just for the
production
arrangement. Yeah. Do you want me to go over the mixing at all?
Yeah, go on. Yeah. Using a pick. Some choice.
What's better for the style?
You're ever gonna hear the bass there, Nicky boy.
Already sounds really good.
What do you expect? Do you see these more like as a verse?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I wonder if almost like dropping out for like a pre-chorus could be cool. Just like having like 4 on the floor with the drum.
Start maybe just. Maybe not start, but.
I think you could do that. Maybe some muted geet. Some palm muted beat. Dude, maybe if it was like, yeah, like literally just like one note and then drop. So what's the song gonna be about lyrically? What do you want to do for that?
You can write lyrics about whatever you want.
Well, no, they have to make sense in the context.
It's just nostalgia, like about like, you know.
About what? Yeah, about what? Is it about a relationship?
Yeah, it's like nostalgic how like basically so this person is like representative as like them as a boy, so it could be like maybe like their first love or like a childhood friend or like something like that.
But they're not just a friend.
They don't have to be just a friend. They can be whatever.
But it's
want.
like picnic in the park vibe, you know, is what you're suggesting to me. I mean, you don't really do that with a friend too.
Yeah, but you could. Like, it doesn't need. That's just the vision I have in my head. I don't know if the visual.
But do you want? Is the song romantic or is it like
loving, but not necessarily romantic or platonic? It's just like loving in general. And then your song comes to the third song. He meets someone from his past and like falls back into being that boy again.
Okay, I see. Okay, so it's you know that phenomenon where you when you hang out with people from your past, you like revert into your past self.
Exactly.
You should find the name of what that's called, and that maybe could be the song title or the vibes. You know?
So, but like that's the idea, and so like. The picnic is like him basically reconnecting with this person and becoming that boy.
And that
again.
person represents sort of like his
childhood. Yeah, exactly. That's why it'd be like his first love, a childhood friend.
Yeah, I think First Love is definitely the most song worthy, but I think it can represent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It could be like, you know, when we were together, life was different, you know, and like I'm not that person anymore.
Yeah.
You know? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to think of what that's called when you like speak from someone from your past and you revert into. There's a phenomenon for it, you know.
Associative regression. Why do we revert to old habits around old friends? Yeah, maybe it's a trip home that serves as the catalyst for picking up smoking again, or a night out with old college roommates.
It's like when you're around people from like longer ago. If I were to go back, right, and like talk to people from the U.S., right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of our conversations would be about like.
Oh, do you remember?
Like old teachers and like sports, because we did sports together and video games. But like, I wouldn't talk as much about like, if I was talking to uni friends, we'd be talking about our degrees and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's not only shared memories, but it's also like who you were at the time. You know? So your old self.
Can I use my voice?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah.
I will use it later down the line.
So, you know what that sounds like when you enter like a supermarket.
Yeah, and it's the doors are.
I mean, to be honest, the shorter it is, technically, the easier it makes my life, because then it's just like.
Right. Okay.
But
Alright.
like, yeah, like as long as like below like 5 minutes, then it's chill.
For sure. Yeah, I was thinking like 2 hours, bro. Like some contemporary art bullshit. Essentially, what I'm hearing is I've got 3 chords that from here on are spaced within a 4-bar loop.
Mm-hmm.
But then like it's a moment of realization.
Yeah.
So maybe it just like recurs and keeps going into a loop where you forget where the end of the beginning of it is, and then it just ends up going into like spiraling into like.
Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's like exploding in that mid range. I'm trying to tame it. It's like whoa, ah.
yeah, true. Yeah. When you say automation, you mean like keyframing it basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
in
it's
music.
it's less tedious in music.
Oh.
Because I've tried doing it in film before.
Yeah.
That shit is.
Keyframing, yeah.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Honestly, like sometimes I think a lot of times with editing, like unless you're in like some like music video with like heavy effects and stuff, simpler is almost always better. I mean, again, you're just trying to tell the story of whatever you film. Like you're not trying to blow them away with like, oh, look at this After Effects tutorial I followed.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I
exactly.
mean? Like,
it's the same with it's the same thing. I guess that answers your question about the tracks.
yeah.
It's the same thing. That one's nice.
Right here. So much louder.
I know.
Do you know why it's like that?
I think it's my room.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. But...
That's fat, man.
Yeah.
I'm just make the glide slightly slower, and then we can move on.
Because wait, well, how come you were able to hear it without like any sort of?
There is a small like amp. It's sick.
That's so sick.
It is.
That's so sick, bro. I would literally just have it in my literally just in my bed off the little shitty speaker, just be like, yeah. Yeah, like that. Dude, that goes. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah.
Ableton is crashing. Sounds like maybe using, because it's about like someone who used to like think about this place as home and as like a new home.
Yeah.
I always like connect all the places that I feel like home or like are important to me with like bus stops and bus lines.
Okay.
So using that as like
a metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like not even like a metaphor, like actually like more descriptive. Like how you used to go there and now it's different. And a different thing about like here. Let's say I came here on holiday, was different, now I live here and it's home.
Yeah.
And now I go home and it's holiday or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe not like the holiday thing, but the idea. I hate the ukulele. glitches.
Yeah, I like that.
Do some different sounds here. Maybe add some layers to it, like a build up.
Oh, that.
Because it's
really good.
random.
Yeah.
So at the end you generate a bunch and choose the best ones. One, two, three, four.
I'm gonna have some horns, not like Hans Zimmer horns, but just something that sounds quite. Can you write something?
You write?
Yeah, can you write something? Can you write some lyrics and sing?
Yeah. Italian.
Yeah.
Okay.
And make it as good as you can. I'm gonna chop it up and speed it up anyway. It's got to sound like the kid is like going.
You don't know what I said? You can.
No, like I don't.
Sorry,
not in,
sorry.
not in an I don't care way. More just like I think it's cooler if I don't know what you're saying.
Con tanto inchiostro sotto pelle e sopra la carta ho una chitarra che non suona più. Il mio telefono dopo 2 ore muore come la mia attenzione.
Yeah. And all of a sudden it just sounds like a screwed cassette. And I mean, that's like the biggest nostalgia grab ever. Look, the two of these together, it's like a call response.
It's really cool.
I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't even mean to do
You're really good at that!
I actually didn't mean to do that. That sounds really cool. Alright, break time.
I'm just gonna go in order of like the mixer tracks. First thing I have here, I just put like a little like flanger on the tongue clicks. I don't even think you'd be able to hear the difference off like my laptop like this, but it just like add a little bit of texture to them, which makes it sound a bit more interesting. I did like a decent amount of processing on the bass. I put my EQ on it, just took out a bunch of like the high end that like I didn't really need because it was already getting filled up by other shit, and I just wanted the bass just to be like not that much, but like you see like all this shit here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need that for the song. This shit's nerdy as fuck. I took like I did some like mid-side processing, so like I EQ'd like only like the left and like only the sides of the signal, and just took out like all the bass, because like for bass, like it's like just for low end in general, like you don't really want like bass and shit to be like all in like the sides and stuff. You just want it to be like really like right down the middle usually. So I just took all that shit out. I just got a compressor just doing like 2 or 3 decibels of compression, just like kind of making the bass tighter. Yeah, I just got some saturation here just to make the bass a bit warmer, especially because it's like more of like a lo-fi type of vibe. So I wanted the bass to be like nice and warm. I think this one was just to like change the tone a bit. This one was to like add a bit more meat and shit, make the tone a bit more like vintage, because it's like a tape emulation. Yeah. So on the vocal, I just have another flanger. So, like you hear that kind of like that texture has. If I turn it off, you'll hear the difference.
Yeah, it just feels a bit more like full.
Yeah, I have an imager, which basically what it does is well, actually, like, just visually it represents pretty well. So, like, here, if I take it, like, see how, like, it's, like, narrow as fuck? If I do that, and then, yeah. So I put an imager on it. I put a decent amount of separation on it, just so, like, it would be, like, kind of, like, more on the sides and, like, both ears. Because, like, I really wanted, like, the drums and the bass to be, like, right down the middle, just, like, and then, like, have, like, the vocals and shit be, like, more on, like, the sides. I think this is the main sample. Yeah. Main sample, an airband, which is pretty much just, like, you just take your EQ and you just do, like, a very slight kind of shelf at the, like way at the top. It's not something that, like, you, like, hear that much. It's more of, like, a, like, feeling kind of EQ. And basically just, like, makes your sound, like a little bit brighter. It just, like, pops out, like, a tiny bit more, and, like you can feel it when you're listening to it.
Yeah. Can we make a song like, what's that song? Bad Habit?
Okay, guys, today, imagine if Ed Sheeran's new song was drill. What would it sound like?
The Black Keys?
I'm a lonely boy. Trust the process.
Isn't he like...
I'm gonna call the song
Sucking on lettuce.
I'm gonna go with the song Punch.
Look what I'm saying.
What do you mean by that?
Dude, you look like the same.
Vibes do you want, like, vocally? In what style of artist vibe?
I suppose, like, yeah, like Strokesy, maybe like the Killersy, but like not Mr. Brightside Killersy. Yeah, I like this.
Like, you're already more chill vibes.
Yeah, like not as like dramatic, I suppose.
Low key pre-chorus into the chorus. You know, like something very like maybe just bass or something.
That's cool. Yeah, honestly, it is kind of. Especially that.
I don't know who you're talking about. That's the thing.
You don't know Lil DJ?
No, you know Lil DJ. You know, hear the guy that goes, you know, steady got on my phone.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah.
I need you to be real. Wait, Nick, back the fuck up. Baking soda. Baking soda. Baking soda. Baking soda. Bake my motor. Motor my boat. Motor my boat.
What?
Suck this dick. You dumb hoe.
Hey.
All of it, just shuffle his fucking artist page.
Yeah.
Hit one. Shit does drop hard.
Steady calling my phone. I told you before that it's over.
I just want that.
There it is.
Well, okay, now play your piano. Play the piano,
When
he starts
I think when the
again.
guitar first comes in at bar 9,
Yeah.
I think you should cut the drums for like that bar.
Maybe just a
something like that. I know the fill that's gonna go in there. It's gonna be like. Yeah, something like that.
When you write a vocal melody, how do you like not just naturally want to like mimic the guitar line with your voice?
Practice.
I sometimes just try to write another guitar melody and use that as vocals sometimes. Sometimes just write melodies on something else and use them for vocals because it's easier for me.
I think once you write like so many vocal melodies as well, like for me, I just like the first thing that I do when I hear a song is literally write 5 choruses and then pick the best one, just like right away. And like if they don't come to you right away, then they're not like it's not it.
Wait, just play it on loop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start thinking of some
Oh,
vocals.
I mean, I think it would be cool to have some more like electronic stuff as well, like maybe details,
Yeah.
like here candies or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna use the mic.
What mic you got?
It's a Neumann TLM 103. good mic for home recording. This one's really nice. It's quite bright, which fits my voice well. But I think Neumann usually is the industry standard for home studios. Oh my god, I can't open this. 1 2 1 2. I was like, please let him not record when I'm putting auto-tune on. Just like, I know, I'm joking. Time for some more vocals, I guess. Okay, I think it needs like a kick or something. With a side chain or something? It's not recording. What up?
Art.
Actually, I'll do one more.
On a scale of 0 to 100%, how close, if 100 is finished and 0 is not started? 0 to 100.
20.
20%? Okay.
Like, I like that. That sounds sick. Yeah.
Like, that actually feels pretty climactic itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not the actual. It's gonna be like another one. I try to arrange this as like a whole part that makes sense on its own. Instead of like a granular synthesizer, which is a synthesizer that uses like, you put a sample in the synthesizer and it just chops really, really small pieces and it repeats them.
Oh, okay.
And creates like a tone from there, and that's a granular synthesizer. And this does is an effect like an MPC. It's quite cool. It's more about like you start like feeling strange, weird about like your new place.
Okay.
And so that's why you have all the glitches.
That's all the glitches and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you start realizing like in that part, oh, this feels kind of weird.
Yeah.
And so that's how I'm gonna like.
My only comment is like from the guitar dun 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 into the part after where it drops. That could like maybe like fade in a little more like nicely.
Oh,
like
yeah,
just
no.
like yeah.
More work on transitions.
Yeah, transitions.
Yeah.
I assume that's towards the end of the process.
Yeah,
so,
no, once I have the blocks down, I can start
Yeah.
working on how to transition between each other.
Since we're trying to explore the concept of home and all that, like it makes sense that you would speak in Italian anyways. So it's like, yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
There we go. Needs to go up more. It's nice, like it's a nice groove and stuff, but like.
I think that the snare with the reverb is really good. That should lead it in. Like I like how that's like that needs to be in that build up for sure. Like tells your brain like, oh, this is a huge room full of like different instruments and a ton of different sounds that's gonna be coming.
I'm actually gonna dirty this up just a little bit, just to make it sound a bit more like three-dimensional.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Or super fast.
What do you think? Like open or super fast?
I'm not gonna know until like
Let's try both.
Yeah.
Double speed. Yeah, you got it.
You need a double track of this for like letter right.
Are you not gonna do like a higher one as well, or are you just gonna do the parallels?
Can do something more like this.
Go on, just do me the other track then. Do me the other track.
Carve like the medium in the central, and for the sides you should boost the highs and the lows. That's how you create like the space.
Wow, that sounds big.
Oh yeah, so it's for like these resonances here. Like you hit, yeah, you see those and it was just like kind of like hurting my ears a little bit, so I just put a dynamic EQ here so that whenever like that frequency gets like too loud, it just ducks it down.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to just like fuck like the whole like tone of the sample by just having it like be at -3 right there all the time, so it's only when it gets like too loud. And yeah, I just have like my drum bus, so probably like 2 people that follow you that know what that is. So it's just like all the shit.
Actually Alex explains this and
I have him explaining it. Yeah. That's good.
So I got my drum bus here. I literally just have like, so normally what it's doing is it's like hitting around like 1 or 2 decibels all the time. So it's just like hitting like 1 or 2 at all times. And what it's doing is like it's just gluing all your drums together. Like it's called like glue compression.
Does it kind of make it feel like it's all coming from the same place?
Yeah. In a way, like the same way if you just put like the same reverb on all of them.
Yeah, like it feels like they're all in the same room.
But except that with the compressors, it's affecting like the dynamics of the drums instead of like the reverb or like the
little secret sauce.
Yeah, just a bit of a banger. I just have some saturation too, also just because it gives them like the same kind of like color. I was going for like vintage kind of like lo-fi shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think visually I went vintage to an extent as well. So it made sense to have like some like vinyl noises as well. Yeah, like that very like tape recordery type sound.
And I think that's it. I didn't do too much on the mixing. Yeah, I think that's it.
Side works better. Making all the cheddar.
Yeah, the heights is good.
Got environmental policies like I'm Greta Thunberg.
That's actually kind of hard.
Dude, look, this might not be the best song on the project, but I can guarantee you it will be the most catchy song on the project.
Ooh.
You want auto-tune anything?
No, just dry. Yeah, just loop it. I'm just gonna try and find some melodies.
Everything feels like, everything feels like running from my life, you're still in my past, I don't wanna lie, everything feels like, I know you felt, you still feel like I'm someone else, you still feel like I'm someone else, but I don't feel like that. Anymore, 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 anymore. 'Cause everything is changing and it's changing so fast. I'm not like that person 'cause they're still in my past. I don't know if I'm still running from it. I'm still running from it. I'm still running from it.
Yeah, I'm feeling zesty. Got a bad cough. Yeah, my doctor said it's chesty. Woo! Yeah, get a resty. Yeah, I gotta give it resty. Woo! Finna get arrested. My bitch, she looking sexy. Yeah, my pussy staying messy.
Have you ever had like someone like this in your studio before, Lorenzo?
Could be worse.
This is actually pretty fun.
Just drum that shit. You know, women Women all say they want to be dating a musician until they come to a studio session and they're like, yeah, this shit's kind of boring.
You know what? It might be just a question of having no bass in the beginning and then the bass just comes in. Instead of, because en fait on essaie de créer un contraste.
Yeah, of course.
So if we begin with with less dynamics.
Yeah.
Let's see how it sounds with that.
A slow contrast. That kind of sound.
That's really good.
It's fucking good.
Yeah, that sounds really
That's
good.
That's what I wanted to say about like.
Yeah, like that feels like something's like twisting.
Exactly.
Like that feels like something's
now you know that there is something wrong.
Yeah.
It's much clearer now, I think.
Il y a comme un temps de silence entre les.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
Yeah, I love this. Mais du coup, I'm trying to say.
On peut l'augmenter plus en vrai.
Exactement. Tu vois ce que je veux dire.
Yeah, but sinon ça devient.
No, I don't really want to interfere. I'm sorry. I'm just suggesting.
No, it's good. This whole thing is about collaboration, so.
Just one word.
Yeah, like
slowly.
Oh yeah.
Genre appears and slowly gets stronger.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, that's a good idea. Maybe not a word, mais genre like a. I'll try. Let me try something.
Tu vois ce que je... Parce que genre la voix c'est l'instrument le plus close that we can have. Tu vois ce que je veux dire? Because it's part of our body.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's something with which people could resonate.
Yeah. Trying to make these vines on rise, say, realize.
So like during our climax, crescendo, whatever you want to call it. For the...
There's like 8 bars, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Or
so
12,
for
12.
the second half
of
the 8 bars, can you like contrast the audio? Like just like basically like not boost the bass, but like make it more bassy and make the highs more like...
Yeah, we can do something with the...
Like it could be like a mixing thing for like literally just increase frequency lower and increase higher frequencies. And like just get rid of the mids because I want it to be like since it's such an emotional moment, you're either it's like either a high or a low. Which I think the music, if it like replicated that sonically, that would make sense.
Interestingly, that could work really well because you know the psychology behind someone speaking close and someone speaking far away is when you're speaking closest to your ear, the frequencies are spread out, so you get a lot of lows, a lot of highs, but not a lot of mids. And it's vice versa for when someone's far away shouting at you.
Yeah.
So it creates much more intimate.
Low mid down.
That's isolating the frequency that it'll be cutting out.
Okay.
Want me to peak these?
Yeah, like peak are like your vocals of and the and then I just want that rather than the because then I think that leads in well to the outro if you're hearing all that because then the outro is very like trebly and
For
it's
sure.
a lot less bassy, so I think that might lead in well.
Sure. That's actually a very interesting idea. Damn. No, as in like I've never thought to like do something like that. I mean, people do that for the mix, but to automate it is very interesting. It's smart. And do you want it to start at the halfway point or be there by the halfway point?
Start.
Okay.
Start. You want
It's
to be
changing.
able to subconsciously feel it before you actually are like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's like realizing.
Yeah, exactly. Like the whole fucking mantra of the song.
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
Waterrrr.